me with this.
Yeah. I saw she recorded stuff. That's really neat. That's cool. All right, so I'm at tonight's training is going to be fire. So y'all got to make sure y'all get your team members on. This one is going to be a hot one. You do not want to miss this because we got a firecracker on tonight. We got somebody that I have so much respect for. So I can't wait for her to tear it up. She's going to tear it up, y'all. Tear it up.
The lady in red. The lady in red.
She's going to tear it up. She's going to tear it up. So excited about her sharing this evening and looking forward to her sharing and adding incredible value. So take a quick moment.
Did you record the last session?
Yes, I didn't record it, but Dia did.
Oh, okay. Because I was
daughter,
wondering if it was gonna.
No, but Dia's daughter recorded on her device.
Oh, okay.
And I intentionally didn't record it because I knew it would make a combo of the two.
Okay.
For ours tonight, so I wanted to make sure that I can capture. So mine's going to go to my cloud, and I'm recording.
Okay.
But hers probably recorded to her computer. Mm-hmm.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So we're gonna give it another couple minutes to give folks a chance to get on. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
All right. So I'm gonna send a little quick message out to make sure to remind folks to jump on. It's good to see everybody.
You had a good number of people on, Badia.
Oh, Badia tore it up.
Oh, thank you.
Nice. Congrats.
I'm gonna continue to try harder and harder and harder.
No. We stopped saying try years ago.
Right? That's right.
Don't be cursing on my Zoom. Don't be cursing on my Zoom. Y'all know how I do. I don't
got that
curse on my Zoom.
I'm going to do it.
No cursing on my Zoom.
Hey, EVP Cecil, who's that one guy with the goatee?
Oh yeah,
I know his name.
Yeah, look at that guy right there. Yes, I see him. I see that dude. I see that dude right there. What's up, Willie? Well, what's going on, boss?
Where is he from? Mm-hmm.
Good to see you, bro.
She's all my mess.
Good to see you. I never was able to do the goatee, man. It wouldn't grow right here. I just couldn't get it, So I had to kind of start all the way back here. So I had to do the sideburns because it wouldn't go right here. All right. So let's take a moment, invite your folks on.
Okay.
Let's get all our partners on. Well done tonight, Badia. Well done.
Thank you, Cecil.
My pleasure. Take one more minute and then we'll get started. So I don't have the pleasure of having my amazing and incredible wife tonight. She, the church is in the process. We're trying to hire 2 pastors, and so she's we're both each on a different committee. I'm on the committee for the youth pastor. She's on the committee for the senior pastor. So they're having a meeting tonight. She could not get out of it. So yeah. So I'm on my lonesome tonight. All right, it's 8:05. Let's get it on and popping, y'all. Super excited about our conversation tonight. So I appreciate you all. Super appreciative of you taking the time. Again, shoot some text messages out if you have any of your folks that aren't on this evening, because tonight's training is going to be so valuable. I don't want you to miss out on what we're going to be talking about tonight, because this is just a powerful, powerful training that you don't want to miss, and that people don't oftentimes understand the value of it. So let's get right into it. First of all, welcome. Glad y'all are here. We're going to do a quick icebreaker just to get things up and running, get it started. Icebreaker tonight. I'm going to say a question. I'm going to pose a sentence and just want you to finish the sentence. All right. Finish the sentence. All right. So I'm going to say a sentence. I want you to finish the sentence. Here we go. First one. All right. The superpower I wish I had was, Badia, start with you. The superpower I wish I had is?
Making money.
think a lot of us would take that superpower for real, for real. I ain't mad about that. Let's go to Prina. Superpower I wish I had was, or is.
To be able to fly.
Be able to fly? Come on, I know
Yep.
that's right. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I'd love to be able to fly. Let's go to D. Superpower I wish I had is?
My superpower? To be able to use 100% of my brain.
Ooh, 100% of the brain. I like that one. Ooh. Can you imagine what we could do with that? Can you imagine? Go ahead, D. Ingram.
My superpower I would love to have is to be able to understand technology as soon as it comes out. I just latch on and I just soar with it. But I like the one before me about use 100% of my brain. That will cover it all.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You ain't lying. That's the truth. Go ahead, Jayme.
Jedi messed me up too. That just messed me up. I don't know. I was first gonna say willpower not to eat the junk food, which is chips and dips and stuff. But so I can get rid of this fat. All right.
I take the willpower. I need some willpower myself. Let's go with Margaret.
I like that.
Margaret, what you got? Margaret, you're muted. There you go.
Yeah, I was going to say super intelligence, but that's now taken.
No, that's hey, listen, it's okay. You can have, both of y'all can have super intelligence. There's more than enough room in the world for some super intelligent folks. We have two.
Maybe to know the future so I could manipulate it.
Ooh, all right. Manipulate the future. All right, love that. Love that. Willie, talk to me. What you got? Oh, you're muted. Here, mute you. There you go. Try again. I just hit the button. See it? There you go. What is it?
More than enough.
More than
Abnormal, more than enough to overcome any obstacle. That's my superpower.
what is it?
It got to be greater than yours, just enough to overcome my obstacles.
I know that's right. So more than enough power to overcome whatever obstacles you have.
That's right.
All right, I feel you on that one. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. How about you, Bernita?
Being able to do exercises, have the willpower to do it.
Yeah, I know that's right. I did my 2-mile walk today, and I'm telling you, it took willpower to go ahead and go from 1.5 miles to 2 miles. I feel you on that one, Bernita. I feel that one. How about you, Terry?
My superpower would be to talk to people and they do what I tell them to do.
I know that's right. Mind control. I like that. I love that. Hey, Luan, good to see you. Good to have you on. What would your superpower be? Luan, you there?
That's my superpower would be to be able to move mountains, to do anything I want to do.
Move mountains. I like that
And
one.
Luan.
Hey, how you doing?
I love that.
On here today.
Io, thanks for being on. Appreciate you sticking around. Go ahead, Io. What would your superpower be? Maybe she can't come to the mic. Let's go to Vicky. Vicky, good to see you.
What's it doing?
What would your superpower be, Vicky?
What you gonna do?
Vicky, you there? Nope. All right, Vicky can't come. Let's go to Diane. Diane, what would your superpower be? Diane, you there? Nope. Maybe she can't get off unmute. All right, let's try one last person. Olivia.
I'm on. Can you hear me now?
There she goes. There she goes.
Oh, God, great. You know, Cecil, I'm not that computer literate, but my thing is that I can still move and get up and do all that I have to do. That is what I wish.
I know that's right. I ain't mad at you. Listen, there goes Vicky. I see Vicky's unmuted. Vicky, go ahead, Vicky. What's your superpower be?
I would want it to be able to copy everybody else's superpower, like Terry said.
Now, Vicky, that was real creative. I'm gonna say right there, that was the one. See, you waited till this was the last. You were like, I'm gonna take all of them. I need to be able to copy all y'all's. Whatever you can do.
That's right.
I like that.
Right.
I like that. I like that. That's always that person in those movies where you're like, yo, they just could Copy and mimic. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I love that one. All right, Olivia, I know you just came in. We're asking you if you could have any superpower, what would it be? Olivia, there? All right, cool. All right, so I appreciate you all being good sports. Thank you so much for sharing. You know, I like to, you know, it's always fun to let us be creative. It was kind of fun to hear y'all share your stuff. All right, so I have a couple of announcements before I bring on our special guest tonight. First of all, just reminders, the Founders Tour is happening right now. The Founders Tour is happening right now. So if you haven't paid attention, it's interesting. We actually have kind of like a dual thing happening right now, where we have a mixture of the Founders Tour and also we're doing some grand openings. So in the Dream Team thread on our group me, you'll see I've been posting stuff. So just to walk you through so you know all that's happening with the Founders Tour. Today is what? Today is the 26th. So Philadelphia was today, which was on Zoom, right? Then you have Delaware. Well, oh shoot, I think Delaware's today too, actually. I think Delaware was tonight at 7. Then we have Maryland tomorrow. So tomorrow in Bowie, Maryland, at Dr. Fred Quarter's office. For those of you that are in Maryland, come out. Come on, we got a show out in Maryland, y'all. We got to be there ourselves, but we also need to make sure that we bring guests with us. Let's make sure we're there for that event in Maryland. Wednesday is going to be on Zoom again. I will not be presenting this Wednesday. Our CEO and founder is presenting again this Wednesday night. He's going to be presenting on Zoom for the Virginia one. So if you have folks in Virginia, it'll be that, but you can invite anybody, of course, as well to that because it's a Zoom presentation. And then Thursday, once again, one of our very own is going to be presenting, and that's going to be Dr. Benita Thompson. It's going to be at her school. So Tupac's going to be presenting at her school in DC. So for those that are in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, you have two bites of the apple. Tuesday night, Thursday night, in person. Y'all, listen, there's a different energy. It's a different feel that comes from that. If you're in the area, I'll be at both, right? I encourage you to come out and be there, but get your guests there. That's the most important piece. There's a certain energy that comes from being in person, all right? And then the next one after that is going to be North Carolina. It's going to be on 6:30 and 7/1, Orlando 7/8, and Fort Myers on 7/9, all right? So those are all the different events that are coming up. Again, they're all shared in the group me chat. So you have them all there to leverage and use. Let's get people in front of these live events. There's something different about the energy when you're in person, right? If someone's sharing something with you and they're talking on Zoom, it's not the same thing as being in person. So if you can get your folks in front of the in-person events, trust and believe it's going to be fire. So I want to encourage everybody to take full advantage of that and make sure they're benefiting from that. Now, I got to say this because I don't know what's going on, y'all. I don't understand. I mean, we done put all kind of money on the table. I mean, I get it. Maybe y'all like Cecil keep your money. And I mean, I appreciate the kindness, but daggone, I try to give it to you. I don't understand. I'm trying to give you the money. Like, I'm trying to give you the money. I mean, you know how people say, show me the money? I'm not just trying to show it to you. I'm trying to give it to you. Tara and I are like, come on, just take the daggone money. Y'all not taking the money. Why won't y'all take our money? I mean, we just want to give the money to you, but you don't want to take it. I don't understand. I don't understand. All right, let me stop. All right, so I'm just saying, y'all, come on, family. I don't understand why y'all not taking our money. So here's the promos again as a reminder. I'll post them in the group me chat again so you have the reminders for them, all right? So first promo is the Summer Dream promo that we're doing, Summer Dreams promo. First person that gets to bronze. First 2 people to bronze. How has nobody got promoted to bronze from the start of this? I don't understand. Come get this $100. You are gonna get $100. Take our $100, please. Somebody get promoted to bronze. All right. 2 people, first 3 people to silver. Come take this money. It's $150 on the table. Please, somebody get promoted to silver and take my $150. Please, I'm begging you to take my money. I mean, I'm just asking you to take it. I'm like, please come take my money. All right. First 2 people to gold. First person gets $350. Second person gets $250. Please come take my money. All right. Come take my money. Oh my gosh. Please come take my money. All right. Then we have our CBD one that we're doing. So basically we're saying that if the first 4 executives to get 5 people on subscription, just get 5 people on for subscription, get 5 people on gummies, 5 people, you get an extra payout. We're going to pay you extra money. We're going to say, listen, here's $100 on top of the money you already make. We're giving you an extra $100 for getting people to get subscription. And then here's the crazy part. Here's what's blowing my mind. I don't understand why nobody is coming to get this Brinks money. Because y'all, this Brinks money is a big deal. First of all, you get 4 customer points for every Brinks customer you sign up. I'll repeat that one more time because nobody heard what I said. You get 4 customer points for every Brinks customer you sign up. Please hear this. Let it sink in for a second, because what that means is that if you put in 2 Brinks customers for the next 3 to 5 years, you are qualified whether you pay your subscription or not. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Did you catch that? You are qualified for the next 3 to 5 years if you put in 2 Brinks customers, and I'm giving you an extra $50 on top of what they're paying you. What's going on? Come get my money, please. Come. How many of you gonna come get my money? Come on, let's go. I don't understand. Please come get this money. It's just sitting here. It's like I'm holding the money in my hand and you like looking at it like, I don't need your money. I mean, I know y'all balling, but y'all, come on. Treat yourself to some ice cream. Dag nabbit, a little something, please. All right. And then I love this because here's the part that I think that everybody's missing, right? Hold on, someone's asking me to send them the Zoom link to get on. Hold on, give them that so they can get on. Hold on. Give me 1 second so I can get them in. All right. So here's the part that I don't understand. The company says we're gonna give you 4 points, pay you from $250 to $350, and I'm giving you an extra $50 on top of that. And y'all like, I'm good. I'm balling out of control. I don't need it. I mean, it's real cute, but I'm just saying, please, if you can come get my money, please. If you can just come get my money, anyone that just wants to get it, please just come get the money. Thank you. And the last couple ones, we had a few folks that signed up for our level 1s, level 2, and level 3, where we're saying take the pot, right? And so the pot's there. I mean, 2 partners in, the pot's there. 4 partners, the pot's there. 6 partners, the pot's there. The pot's there. We're matching the pot, and for the last one, we're adding $100 on it. Come get the money, please. I'm just saying, come get the money. I don't understand. Just come get the money. And then last but not least, for my golds and my silvers, I've literally said I'm gonna pay for your hotel. I mean, I don't understand. I'm gonna give you the hotel taken care of for the national event. I'm gonna pay for you. And I didn't say you have to personally get 10 people. I said you and your whole team, all of y'all together, get them all of you come together and support you getting to the event without having to pay for your hotel. And y'all are like, nah, so I don't want you paying for my hotel. I want to pay for it myself. I don't understand. Come take my money, please, y'all. Why am I begging y'all to take my money? Please come take my money, please. Somebody. Oh my gosh, come take my money, please. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. All right, so quickly before I get off and pass it on to our guest speaker for the night, quick reminder, don't forget for the convention, we'd love to have you out for the convention so you can benefit and take advantage of this. I love that this convention is going to change a lot of people's lives. So if you have not registered yet, register. This month, don't forget one of the promo that the company has on the table. Every founder that you sign up this month, you get $200 that the company pays you. So it's usually $100, $200, you're doubling the amount. So you put 5 in the system, you just made $1,000. All right, so that's a big deal. That's a nice piece of change. And then here's the cool part. Any founder that gets started, don't forget the company's saying that they're going to give you the white party tickets for coming. So that's an extra little added benefit. So now you get to come get the tickets to the event and you get the white party for free. Come on, y'all. Let's get all the founders in. Let's close it out. We got a whole week. So we got presentations every single day. I'm presenting on a Friday this week. Y'all know I ain't never done that before. I'm presenting on a Friday this week because it's 7 o'clock. So this is Sunday until 8:30. I'm presenting on a Friday this week for a grand opening for y'all. So there's a presentation happening every single day. Come on, family. Let's get this money. All right. Let's go, y'all. Let's help everybody win. I'm going to shut up and get off so I can let our esteemed and amazing guests get on tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I have someone I have a tremendous amount of respect for. This woman knows everything you can imagine and understand in regards to what it means to have success in business. But then added to that, she's a woman of God who has a powerful ministry where she's changing lives and leading folks to Christ. And then added to that, as if that's not enough, she's getting that doctorate in that. And then added to that, she's also focused on understanding and being an expert in regards to tax preparation and how to minimize your tax liability. She's been a tax preparer for many years. She has a passion and love for helping folks to be able to save money on their taxes, which all of us should be like, me. Let's give as little to Uncle Sam as we possibly can. So with that being said, I am super excited to be able to bring to the call tonight our special guest speaker this evening, soon to be Executive Vice President, soon to be Executive Vice President. I love our very own, appreciate her so much, Miss Jayme Moore-Berry. Good to have you on this evening. Thanks so much. The floor is yours, ma'am.
Cecil, I'm going to take you everywhere I go so you can introduce me. Okay. So you can introduce me. I appreciate that wonderful introduction. I have to, my husband told me the other day, I have to keep up to the hype. I have to keep up to the hype. Thank you so much. I appreciate our leader. Let's give him a hand. This is our team leader, and I appreciate you taking your time out of your busy schedule to make every Monday a training day, and you presenting, and you're doing other things as well as a man of faith yourself. I do want to thank my guests who are on, Olivia Hogan, who was on my other team. I'm trying to fish her out and bring her on in. And then First Lady Vicky Turnbow, who's coming in to be with us on this team. And I asked them to especially come on this so that they would know what I am teaching about the tax benefits of, and some of y'all should have invited guests, the tax benefits of a gig. And we got the #1 gig. What'd you say, Cecil?
That's a good point. Folks should have guests on. You're absolutely right. That's a good point. It's a real good point.
Right. So we do gig work. And can I share now? Let's see. I'm going to share my screen. Most of y'all know me. I think everybody, almost just about everybody knows me on here, except a couple of people who haven't met me. I am Silver Executive Jayme Moore-Berry. And I am married to the most wonderful guy. He's the love of my life, Mr. Willie Berry down there. He really is the love of my life. I am a tax professional, IRS P10 certified. If your professional does not have a P10, that's the problem. Make sure you they will show it on the bottom of the 1040 when you get your copy. I'm QuickBooks trained, and before the end of the year, be QuickBooks certified. Also, because of the clientele that we now have, I have to get life insurance and health insurance. So there's more certifications that I need. And my personal business is She Means Business. It pays to be a WOW representative. It pays to be a WOW representative. We're going to talk about examples of self-employment, schedules, the different schedules for self-employed, small business. And some of you all heard some of the classes I've done before, and examples of expenses. I have to minimize my window so I can see. Examples of self-employed, all right? WOW, of course, the #1 business in network marketing. I'm speaking it into existence. We are new, but we are #1. I love our comp plan. I love what we market, and I love the people we market with. So WOW is an example of self-employed. If you do hair, beautician, a barber, braiding, whether it's in your home or in a shop, whether you get a 1099 or just receive cash, you are self-employed. Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, Uber Eats, and all of the other eats that are popping up. I don't know them all now. Cab drivers, so forth and so on. If you get a 1099, it's what we call a 1099, instead of a W-2 form at the end of the year, you are a gig worker. Dog walking. Some people think that's a minor thing, but if people pay you to do a service, that's gig work. Handyman. I know a handyman, he takes cash for everything, but if he's ever caught, he's going to have to pay self-employment tax. If he's ever caught, he's taking cash trying to avert The IRS, of course, I'm not going to report him, but I don't do his taxes either. I'm not going to do his taxes. Anytime you take cash from people for a service, that is called self-employed. That is self-employed. Flipping homes, lawn service, snow removal, human or dog sitting, any kind of work. One of my clients, we were blessed to receive over 500 clients at one time. 500 active clients, 1,800 inactive, but 500 active clients. So we were very busy this season. A couple of them did gig work at home. One lady prepared cookie bundles. She baked fresh cookies and made cookie bundles for people to give away to other people. And as I was asked, because her taxes were so high, I hate, like soon to be EVP said, I hate for people to pay taxes when they don't have to. Because of her taxes, I think they owe $3,000 or $4,000 of taxes. And I said, well, do you do anything? Do you make anything? Do you have a hobby you work on? And she bakes cookies. Her husband went off. He said she's got stuff in the garage and da-da-da-da-da. And she buys pots and she buys pans and the little things you deliver them. I said, that's gig work. That's self-employment work. I said, let's file that for you. Well, it will pull self-employment work is taxed less than W-2 money. Self-employed money is taxed less than W-2 money. That I don't want to explain that because I got to keep running. My husband said explain that. But W-2 money, you pay a higher tax liability than self-employed. W-2 money, you cannot write off your cell phone. When you go to work, you can't write off your miles to go to W-2, to get your W-2 money. All right, same thing with retirement money. Same thing with retirement money. It's taxed higher than self-employed money. And when you have a side gig, your taxes, it lessens your tax liability. It lessens your tax liability, especially when you have losses. Okay, schedules for employed and self-employed, should say self-employed and small businesses, right? If you take your paperwork to a tax professional and you say, I need a Schedule C, and they say, what is a Schedule C? Or I don't know how to do a Schedule C. Please pick up your paperwork and get out. Get out. If they don't know what these basic schedules are here for individual tax preparation, you need to run. They cannot help you. A Schedule C is the most common for 1099 workers. A Schedule F is for farms. The Schedule E is for rental property. And, people that flip houses and turn it into rent or flip houses and sell them, that would be in a Schedule E. And a Schedule A is a Schedule K is sole proprietor or partnership. Schedule K will go on, will attach to your 1040. All of these will attach to your 1040. And if the profit is negative, it pulls down the W-2 money. It pulls down your tax liability. All right. The Schedule C is what we will call a profit loss, but all of them, you have to do a profit loss. I'll explain a little bit in just a second. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I just want to help you and stir your mind. So these are examples of expenses. These are examples of expenses. Your subscriptions. Why do we need subscriptions? We need subscriptions first to stay qualified. Second, to get your samples to give away, right? Third, so that you can try the product. Fourth, it's a tax write-off. Anything you have to do to stay qualified to conduct your business is a tax write-off, right? So if you have the subscription for $99 a month, I think it's $99.98. That's almost $1,200 that you can pull off your tax liability at the end of the year. Right? You're getting a service, you're getting what you need to qualify, you're staying qualified in your business and running your business, and you're getting paid because you're staying qualified, but you get to write it off. Where do they do that at? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Your phone, your retirement income, your W-2 income, you cannot write off your telephone. Your mobile phone is a write-off. So the average phone bill average is like $120 a month. That's $1,440 that you would pay anyway. $1,440 that you can write off from your taxes, but you have to pay it anyway. So if you're not in a gig environment, if you don't have self-employed work, you eat that $1,400. You eat that $1,400. Your home office is a write-off, where you block off your desk. We go by square footage, and you're able to write off by square footage your home office. Your products and services, especially your samples, okay? Your vehicle mileage, you deliver your products, you go meet people, you go prospecting, you go to meetings, you use your vehicle mileage, and it is over 60 cents. I think it's going up to 65 cents per dollar because of the gas hikes. Per mile, 65 cents per mile, not per dollar, 65 cents per mile. So if you drive from South Carolina to Baltimore for the national convention, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching for your write-offs. For your write-offs, Dee Dee. Meeting expenses, whether they're online or whether they're at the international convention, or whether you pay to rent a room, all meeting expenses. I have a client that wrote off the rent of the room, wrote off catering the food, wrote off buying the water for the guests, wrote off renting chairs. All of that is a write-off on your Schedule C. And definitely your WOW gear. When you buy the WOW hats, the WOW shirts, and you're advertising, that goes under advertising or supplies. All of that is a write-off. Those are just a few. Here are some more examples. And I will take some questions as soon as I'm nearly done, because I just wanted to wet your whistle on the things that you can benefit from being a WOW representative. So if you rent or lease a office versus your home office, if you rent or lease an office, that's a tax write-off. Self-employed health insurance. Many people who are retired, if you're overinsured, underinsured, or if you're retired and you're getting what's that, babe? Medicare. A lot of people can't afford it, afford the prices, or can't afford the premium or the deductibles. Then our telemed is a write-off for your self-employment. Our telemed or any insurance premiums that you have is a write-off because you're self-employed. All right. Your internet, we cannot conduct business without the internet. Isn't that wonderful? You're going to pay for internet anyway. The average person is paying for internet anyway, unless you're on our program that we offer, right? So for the internet, for your URL, cecilswebinars.com, that's a write-off. Your Zoom meetings, the Zoom cost of $14.99 a month. If you do that, Microsoft, you need Windows, Word, you need Word, Excel, spreadsheets, all of that. You need the email. If you're paying for that, I think it's $3.99, $4.99 a month, $4.99 a month, because you can't just buy Microsoft now and have it for years. They want you to pay monthly. All of that is a write-off. Canvas, if you do Canvas and you use Canvas a lot, that's a write-off. All right, we talked about the mobile phone, check processing fees. When the company pays you, they charge a fee. That's a write-off. I'm not mad about the $3 or $4. It's all a write-off. Those are called fees, and you're able to write that off. Professional fees, that's tax preparation, guest speakers. If you have people come on your Zoom or meet with your group to be guest speakers, lawyers, other professional fees, training is important. We go to Go Pro every year so we can learn to be professional network marketers. All of that is tax deductible. Supplies, paper, pens, so forth and so on. Ink, paper, pens, ink, notebooks you need, flyers you have printed off, all of that is a write-off. So when you're taking someone to dinner, it's 50% on a meal. 50% of that meal is can be written off. But if you're traveling, having meals, that's 100%. Okay, all business travel is can be written off. All business travel can be written off.
So my whole trip to Miami, including the club level and all that came with that, was all tax deductible, y'all. That's
I'll
right.
take your receipts. I'll take your receipts.
The Ritz-Carlton, the club level, because that included my meals, all that tax deducted. All that's gonna be a tax deduction. It's gonna be a nice one too.
All tax deductible. Oh, let's double back. That made me think. I don't know why that triggered a thought, but let's double back. Your home security. So if you get Brinks and you sell Brinks, you get the bonus, plus you get to write off every month your Brinks bill. Why? I'm glad you asked. You have people's personal information in your home office. You have to keep that under guard. You have people's phone numbers, addresses, social security numbers. If you took their app over the phone or whatever, you have to keep that banking information. You have to keep other people's information under guard like you are security. So your Brinks security is a tax write-off. Now, if you don't have the Brinks and you're going to get it soon, but you have a guard dog, that guard dog upkeep can be a tax write-off. Employees, your employees can be your children, your grandchildren, tax deductible. Contract services, if you contract someone else to do something for us, soon to be EVP, and I had an idea of contracting some of our calls, and that will be tax deductible as well. Repair, this is phenomenal. If you don't have a home office and you build a home office and you create a home office and you buy tables, desks, chairs, for your home office, all of that is a write-off. I'll give you an example. I had a client some years ago, 2016, 2017. Her husband, she retired, they retired, and she said, I want to do hair at home. She was already a licensed beautician. She said, I want to do hair at home. He completely redid the basement to have 3 or 4 bowls, shampoo bowls, a bathroom downstairs, and stations where people can do hair, where she can rent the booths out. All of that was tax deductible. Now I had to depreciate it through some years because we couldn't take it all in 1 year, but it was all tax deductible. So any repairs to your home to improve your home office is tax deductible. All right, that's my general that's my general intro to tax benefits of a gig. There is more information in our university, and this is my contact information, but most of you all know who I am and how to reach me if you need me. Are there any questions? We have time for questions.
Yes, we do. Absolutely. 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 Make sure to give us.
And I will answer your questions because we're on the same team.
Well, first of all, I want to take a moment and just say thank you so very much, because I think people oftentimes don't realize how powerful their business is and the immense amount of value that comes with having your business. The average person is unaware of what you're able to do and what your business does. And so the first question I'm going to pose before everybody else is, well, we're paying this, subscription every single month. So are we able to deduct that, to write off that subscription? And so then if that's the case, then are folks able to now get some because you mentioned it in the presentation, but is that a value for people that may be looking at getting the business and may be concerned about the subscription?
It's absolutely important that we as reps let people know that, because if I would say a person that's retired, all right, if you're retired and you're getting a 1099-R, it's taxed higher than when you actually made the money. And which is kind of backwards. For me, in my understanding as a tax professional, when you put the money into the retirement program, they lessened your liability while you're younger. But when you're older, you're on a fixed income with the retirement, right? And so they tax you higher. Well, when you do the gig work, when you're a WOW representative and you have subscriptions, that tax starts coming down. So you're taxed up here, and you're a gig worker. You do your subscriptions, $1,400 comes off your tax liability while you're making other money. I hope that answered the question.
It definitely did. It definitely did. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Anyone else have any other questions? Let's get our questions answered, because I think this is really important. And this information is going to be, this recorded video is going to be available for y'all to be able to share with your prospects. We'll make sure that y'all can have this, because this is a powerful piece to help you understand how you help people win with this thing. So anybody else that wants to ask a question, get your questions answered, please. This is a good opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity to get your question answered. Anybody?
I also want to, I didn't mention it today, and it's not in my presentation, but a lot of people were shocked this year because of their W-2 money. The hype was, you're getting more in your check, And then a lot of my clients, they went with that, and they was like, I owe money this year I've never owed. That's because Trump went off of that campaign thing. We're going to put more money in your check, But most people didn't realize that meant a less of a return. Or if they were right at the brink of the next tax bracket, they ended up owing. Now, if that's what you want to do, owe at the end of the year, God bless you. But if you don't want to owe at the end of the year on your W-2 money, I have been suggesting to those who don't want to owe, change their W-4 to single and zero, not married with da 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 da, single and zero, and you will be right at the brink if you owed. Now, most of us in our cases, because we have gig work and we're learning how to do those taxes, we're learning how to write off everything that is legally able to write off. We don't have that problem. And if you have the right tax professional.
Yep. So anyone else, any other questions, folks? Come on, I want to make sure y'all get your questions in. Don't be sitting, don't act like y'all shy. Come on, get your questions answered. I ain't shy.
Mostly everybody has done their taxes already. I haven't.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know y'all got
I have an extension.
Y'all done your taxes, but y'all, I know y'all got some questions. Let's use this opportunity. All right, I'll throw one more question out there while you're while we're waiting for folks to respond, or otherwise we're gonna let it go. So the next question I had was, so you have people that are talking about how you can it's better to pay taxes at the end as opposed to getting money back because of the fact that you're basically giving a loan to the government. Do you mind kind of elaborating on that?
And I agree with that, unless you're a person that does not save money. If you're, I agree with that. They're taking the money now, and then they're saying they're going to give it back to you, right? But if you're a person that can't hold money or that won't save money, or if it's an emergency, you're going to spend it, it's not good to owe Uncle Sam $1, because it multiplies every day that you're late paying or that you don't pay. They're multiplying. I hate it. It's a scam. Now, if you're good with your money and you're saying, I'm going to pay less taxes during the year, and then I'll pay them a check at the end of the year, God bless you. But most people don't have that discipline.
Gotcha. Yep. Cool. All right. Any other questions, y'all? Because it sounds like everybody knows everything. You're all good. Y'all good?
I have one.
Go ahead, D.
Thank you for the information, Miss Jayme. In doing my taxes, I do them myself, as well as I have it aligned and I give it to our accountant. And on every year, every occasion, she says, well, when you go for the conferences and you buy additional products, or you buy outfits and get your hair done for that event, why I don't see that on your printout. I don't see that. She's like, you could be and should be adding that. And my point of view is, I'm doing good, thank goodness, from a tax point of view, being the ages that me and my spouse are, and we do not have dependent children. And yes, we do have a home-based business. The reason why I don't put it all in, two reasons why. One, because I don't keep up well enough with those expenses and the receipts. And two, if I'm audited, I can't pull everything up and have it there. And they said, well, no, you didn't add that. That's no penalty for that. I just want to give myself a little wiggle room.
I can help you with that. And with maybe two comments. One, if you use a bank account and use one debit card for only business, you have your money going into the that same account. Cecil giving me amens. That is your records. Those are your records. That's all you need. So if you lose your records, the banking must have it in archives. So if you get audited, it's troublesome. You get audited, you go to the bank, say, look, I'm audited, here's my letter. You gotta give me my archive records, and they'll pull them up. It's gonna cost you $10 maybe. But if you use the same account, you're good, no issues. Yes, and listen, this is legal. You're not cheating the government. Let me tell you, Trump laws increased our benefit for business. use it. Use it.
Thank you, got you. And for the first 6 months, especially for January and for June, I've used just that one account.
Yeah.
My own personal account with just my name on it. And for 2023, I'm gonna put everything on paper.
Lottie Dottie and everything.
That's a goal for this year. So for January.
Oh, my next thing is QuickBooks. If you are you're a little tech savvy, but it's simple on the phone. Then there are some free apps on the phone that you could use. You just have to say, okay, this goes to advertisement, this goes to da 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 da. But there are free apps on the phone.
Yeah,
The QuickBooks is good. Once we start making the big bucks like EVP Cecil, then you do the $4.99 QuickBooks every month, so that at the end of the year it'll just spit out the information and you give it to your accountant.
I'll give you a free version that I've been using for years, even though I'm making the quote unquote big bucks. I'm a little cheap. It's called waveapps.com. waveapps.com. It's I used it for my invoicing for my business. And so what I did was I have, as Jayme just shared, executive soon to be EVP Jayme just shared, she said, this powerful component is to just kind of have it categorized. And so what Wave Apps does is Wave Apps auto categorizes things for you, and then you can still categorize things for yourself. So I have one account, everything's connected to Wave Apps. At the end of the year, I can go back through and categorize to send all that to my accountant. And we're done. It's awesome. And so we use two cards. I have an account, and then we have a credit card that we use for larger expenditures. That's then the one that's, and again, I love for Capital One, it'll literally, for that card, it literally does all that for me and categorizes it all, puts it in different categories, puts it in like a little graph and all that. So I can literally pull that and have all that for my accountant as well. So we have two cards that we use, one that gives us extra, we make the bigger expensive purchases so that we can get miles and all that stuff on that. So yeah.
Also, not just Capital One, but American Express. Because you're a business owner, you can get the American Express easier.
Yep.
When you have your EIN.
Work smart, not hard, y'all. Work smart, not hard.
Yep. And that categorizes it all for you as well.
Yep. Badia.
Cecil, I know you recently bought a car. Were you able to capitalize on the purchase of that car? And how many ways were you able to capitalize?
Oh, nice question. You know, it's funny. We didn't buy a car. We were planning on it. We're still looking in the market. We know which vehicle we want. Because what we're trying to do, our last vehicle we bought cash, and so we would like to buy our vehicle cash as well. So we're kind of looking at, we're still in that market. But when we bought our vehicle as a business expense, and bought it cash, and then had our accountant, because of the cost of it, do it over years, depreciate it over years, and then also in addition, kind of. She's done other things to help us. So it was all a business expense. It was all bought as a business expense, which, just so everyone knows, which is important, if you buy a vehicle at a certain weight class, you get an additional tax break for that vehicle at a certain weight class. So that was the other piece of it. With the prices in the market going up as high as they've gone up, for the weight class we want, for the kind of vehicle we want, it's like $100K, and we weren't trying to drop $100K on a vehicle right now just to spend that money all in one fell swoop. When you could have that money kind of working for you elsewhere and earning more. So that's the reason why we haven't just dropped it all in one shot. So that's kind of So yeah.
Thank you. Any large ticket item, you should use your EIN number.
Yep.
You should use your EIN as a sole proprietor. I would go S Corp. That's a whole other class. But anytime you buy a vehicle and you're in business, you should buy it under your business. And that avoids some taxes, but it benefits you overall on your 1040.
Okay, Jayme, when Cecil and Tara make this purchase, will it have to be a brand new vehicle? Can
No, it could be a clunker.
I never buy new. I always buy
Okay.
a year or two old, just because all the value goes up. So the depreciation is too fast. So I always buy like 2 years old, so yeah. Or
But
or I'll buy-
it's the cost. It's not the year. It's the
Correct.
cost
correct.
that makes it a big ticket item.
Correct. And then you just use the your ability for you to now, I mean, it's awesome how you can write off of all this stuff. It's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyone else? I know
Good
it's-
question. That was
Yeah,
a good
These
question.
are great questions tonight. Anyone else, y'all? These are good questions. All right, going once, going twice. I'm gonna let y'all get to your evening, folks. I appreciate everybody. Thank you. Can we just give, if I can ask folks to unmute real quick, and let's give our soon-to-be executive vice president, Jayme Moore-Berry, some love. A short hands. Come on, go on, unmute your mics. Come on, make some noise. Make some noise.
Thank you. All right.
Appreciate you so very much. So grateful for
My
you.
husband clapping.
He better.
I know that's right. All right, y'all. I appreciate you all getting on tonight and being here. And again, I'll get this and make this. Y'all can share this. So with that being said, as we say every day, if you can dream what God, you can achieve it. So let's go out. Let's make our dreams our reality. Because you know what? Come on, y'all. What?
We deserve it.
Serve it, you and me.
Appreciate
You
y'all.
deserve it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, y'all. Come on, come get my money, y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. Stop playing.
I'm coming for it. I'm coming
Get
for.
my
I'm
money.
coming for all the
You got
pots
a
too.
week. You got a
Thank
week to get my
you.
money.
I'm coming
Got you
for it.
Friday. Come get my money. Come on.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Blessings, everybody. 'Cause it's a tax write-off.
Thank
So
you,
you can talk
everyone.
about
It's a tax write-off.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
y'all.
Night all.
Good night.
Night.
Good night, Vicky. Good night, Olivia. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
All right, good night.
Night.
Bye.